Let's look at presents at Christmas in Matthew chapter 2. Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and are come to worship him. These three are described as wise men in the King James Version, and as magi elsewhere. The Greek word is magos, and magos is an Eastern sage. The Greek gives us our word magician, but an Eastern magos is no stage-performing illusionist. Oh no. A magos of those times has interest in science and medicine and has read and travelled widely. There's no distinction drawn between the secular and the spiritual in his life, or in the court libraries, or in politics. A magos would have ability in astrology and probably in occult magic arts thrown in as well. He would understand the significance of signs in the heavens, such as the star Matthew's referring to. In addition, a pagan sage in those days would offer advice to a ruler based on his wisdom and study. He's respected and protected. A magos will not travel alone, but with an entourage of servants and what we could describe as minders. We remember Herod took the magi seriously. He was troubled and sent them on their way with a plea to return when they had found the child. Paranoid Herod saw whoever it was as a threat, and he was right. King Jesus is still a threat to ungodly, unrighteous, unjust despots. We join the magi as the star stops in Bethlehem in verse 11. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. You need to understand that all over the Middle East and Africa, even today, you just do not go to see a new baby without a gift, however humble. This principle is so strictly observed, you can't even take into your arms a newborn you have unexpectedly come across in church without pressing a note into the hands of the child's parents. So the magi would not go empty-handed. But what are the gifts themselves? They brought gold, frankincense and myrrh. What's the meaning? Here Matthew leaves us guessing. It's up to the carol "We Three Kings of Orient Are" to explain. The gold signifies Christ's kingship as king forever, ceasing never, over us all to reign. Frankincense speaks of his divinity. Incense owns a deity nigh. Incense is also something a priest would offer, so Christ's ability to offer himself as a sacrifice is indicated. Many ancient kings were priests as well, wielding absolute totalitarian power. Only in Israel did God separate the offices of priest and king, but the Magi's presence showed that in Christ, priest and king come back together in power. Thirdly, myrrh with its bitter perfume is an embalming spice which has healing properties as well. Myrrh foretells the cross and its salvation and healing. Finally, did you know the Magi were fulfilling a prophecy? Speaking of the Lord arising with bright light in Isaiah chapter 60, we read in verse 6 of presents proclaiming kingship and divinity coming from three separate places in the Middle East and Africa. The multitude of camels shall cover thee, the dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show forth the praises of the Lord. Christmas may not be Jesus' actual birthday, but perhaps when we give presents at Christmas to whoever we honour, we are also honouring Christ himself. But if you truly give him your life, you will also know his salvation and his peace. So whenever you're watching this, Merry Christmas to you.